Good morning and welcome to the morning show. I am Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're here at the fabulous Arizona Center. And we have got two T's here for you. T&T, like Eminem. I know.
So
Tim is here.
Yeah.
Tim. Actually, Tim is one of our guests.
Indeed, is one of our guests today.
He's talking about some options that you have available to you for roofing that you might not have known about, which might be specifically relevant around this monsoon season that we're having.
Right.
And then we've also got Tisha here, who has created sort of an expansive line of merch that goes sort of beyond the basic black option, white option, black tote bag, white tote bag, black shirt, white shirt, whatever. So you'll get to see, again, this is all about expanding and having options on this episode.
Exactly. All about what's next and how do you get there.
Yeah. So I can't keep it in anymore.
Open house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna talk about it all the time. Our open house party is September 13th. So I know you kind of were just a witness to this few text messages, but I was the one that sent that email, if you got an email, and I messed up the date twice.
Oh, I didn't know. I knew once. I didn't realize it was twice.
Twice. So Melissa multitasks a lot and sometimes just doesn't slow down to make sure everything's good to go. So that was my bad. And I was saying, what's funny about newsletter marketing is you get a billion emails like after you send it out. Right. So like everybody's emailing being like, is it Friday or Saturday? Is it Friday or Saturday? Is it Friday? Like, oh my God, I know, I messed up.
But indeed it is Saturday.
Saturday.
September 13th, 1-3.
1-3, yeah.
Indeed, from 4 to 6.
From 4 to 6.
Oh, there's lots of numbers. And then also 400 East Van Buren.
See why I'm not a numbers person.
So I completely agree. I'm like, oh, good gosh, there's all these numbers to remember.
No, but seriously, I was like, that was bad. That was so bad. But anyway, I'm human. People make mistakes. You know, nobody died from this mistake.
Right, exactly.
So
it could have been so much worse, and so we're moving on. And we just want to see you here on the 13th because we're going to have so much fun.
We are. We've got some guests that are coming out and going to be presenting some really fun things. We're going to be celebrating Marshall's 25th birthday.
And 25th plus.
25th plus birthday. Do we get to see the birthday suit?
I'm trying to think if I will have one. I don't know.
Oh, I meant, are you coming out naked? But I was like,
God.
Oh, he's considering. Okay.
Oh, yeah. No. I was thinking it's like, well, what would I be? I haven't even figured it. It's like, that's like weeks away. I have no idea what I'm wearing. So
it's not a clothing optional party. Please wear clothes.
I was going to say, yeah, don't get that out there. Like, that was a mistake. Clothing optional is not one of the options.
No,
it's not a multiple choice question like we had with Courtney. It's like,
really
brother, should you show up to the open house for the morning show? A, clothed. Yes. B, unclothed.
No. Okay. So that's decided. Clothing.
Clothing is not optional.
Required. And but honestly, we would love to have a good time with you, show you our new space. We'll give some tours of the whole, we're on the whole 7th floor, actually.
What you see is you just see this little tiny corner.
Yeah.
You don't realize what is all around us.
Yeah, so we're excited to share that with all of you. What else you got going on, Marshall? I mean, clearly that's the big one that we're all looking forward to.
Oh, it's like starting to put together a really cool tour of downtown that may be using electric golf carts. So we shall.
Do I trust you with an electric golf
cart? I'm not going to drive.
Oh.
So you see, the thing is,
I feel better.
You either want me driving or talking, but if you put the two together, who knows where we're going to wind up?
No, I know.
Because it's like I've gone by exits that
as soon as you said I'm not going to drive, I was like, okay, we're good.
Yeah, no, they don't want me driving and talking. So so it's going to be a really unique take, and there's a myriad of other tours going on. I mean, we started doing haunted tours back in 2014. And so there'll be some of that. There'll be some other stuff thrown in and trying to kind of ramp it up just a little bit more. So it should be kind of interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing what it turns out like.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I am more on the digital space. I actually launched a Substack, and I'm mostly writing about, are you ready for it? Da, 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 death.
I was going to say, I'm like, could it be death?
It is death. So for those that don't know, I'm writing a book. No, see, it's not super, well, it is a little serious sometimes.
I was going to say, it's death. It's got to be serious at some point.
But it's also me, you know, so it's like, I'm curious, I ask weird questions, I think about weird things, I just talk about very human things. And so I'm writing a book, and these are basically, I had started keeping a journal while I was writing the book, and they were thoughts that weren't going to end up in the book, and I was like, I don't know what to do with these. I mean, they're kind of interesting. And so I decided to start sharing them, and then we're going to be starting a podcast up too, where I'm going to be talking to experts about death, different things, and so I'll be writing about that too on the Substack. So if that's something that you're a little macabre and you enjoy that topic or just are curious about it, you can follow me on Substack. So yeah.
Yeah, and some of this seems to be like a buzzword. I mean, I've had like 4 people say, "Oh, you should be on Substack."
It's really cool. I'm really enjoying it. I haven't figured it out. So like on Substack, the thing about Substack is you can actually create a membership, so people pay to subscribe to your Substack.
Everybody I know is not doing that. They're just
yeah,
like, hey.
And that's what I was like, why would somebody pay for it? Like, they don't know who I am.
Right.
So right now it's totally free, and I don't know when that'll change or if that'll change or whatever.
Right.
But yes, you have the membership option. But what's also cool is you just add, it's so easy. You like write like old blog style, which I really love. And then when you're done with it, you just literally hit publish, and then it sends it out. So instead of curating like an email, kind of an email list like on MailChimp or something like that, it just feels more personal and shows up in an inbox, feels a little more personal. So I'm enjoying it so far. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll get to not death. We will get to
with TNT.
We'll get to TNT.
So
yeah.
And welcome back to the morning show. I am Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're here at the
Fabulous Arizona Center.
And this is actually we had Elmer the Snake over here, but this is our very first time in our new demo space. So
I know,
we're
and
excited.
I hear there's also kind of like a quiz. There's a little game involved with this.
I know, we keep getting tested today.
Yeah, we keep getting tested, and I didn't even study. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, hopefully Tim won't cover us in feathers like like our last quiz
just
we went.
We should have tar and feather.
Tar and feather, that's right. We've got Tim here from HomeLyfe. Hi.
Hi, how's everybody doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing fantastic, thanks.
I love the branding that people are wearing their brands. It's so nice to see that from a marketing gal right here. Always a good fan. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so from this right here, we can assume we're talking about roofing. But
Absolutely.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your company and how you got into this?
Absolutely. The name of our company is HomeLyfe. That is our brand. And then we have different companies underneath that brand. And so the company I'm here to talk about today is HomeLyfe Roofing. Okay. HomeLyfe was started basically as a necessity to my own home. My wife and I had downsized from our kids are they're out of college, they're gone on their own. We're starting to have grandkids, but we had bought a home with a 15-year-old asphalt shingle roof, so an older roof. And then we got hit with our first monsoon 3 years ago. And I woke up the next morning to clean up after the monsoon like everybody does. And I noticed that I had 1 million granules around my home. So as a homeowner, that little mouse gets on that hamster wheel, so to speak, and it goes 1,000,000 miles an hour like my roof's falling apart. But I've been getting on roofs since I was a young kid, and I got up on my own roof, and my roof still looked good. It was just simply Captain Crunch. We live in the hottest state in the country, and sure enough, that Mother Nature just treats really beats our roofs up down here. Yeah. And so my roof was still in good shape, and I just started looking for a solution that would help myself, really, out of necessity. Like, how do I get another 5 or 10 years out of this roof? Because I know I can. Yeah. I couldn't find anything here in the United States. I looked for a good 2 months, and about hung up my hat until I found this product right here, which is Go Nano and Go Nano Revive, and it just works wonders, and it saves your roof. Give you another 10 years on it.
Okay, so how does this work then? You apply it to your roof, like is it?
Yes, ma'am. What, do you want me to go through our process and how we work it?
Like,
All
I'm
right.
like, what happens? Yeah.
So, you know, we've got an economy that's, trying to get jump started here in the United States. Everything costs more money, right?
Yeah.
Your roofs are starting to cost more money. Insurance is they're starting to drop people from their insurance. If you have an older roof and an insurance company finds out about it, you'll get a letter saying you got 90 days to re-roof. They're going to drop you from your policy.
Really?
So something has to crack there, right?
Okay.
Something has to give. And so what we did is we put together a program. It's called our We Save Roofs program. I have a brochure right now that we can show everybody and let them know how we're going to get a hold. They can get a hold of us at the end of this segment here. But what we do is we are also a member of the NRCIA, which is the National Roofing Certification and Inspection Association. So with one phone call, we're happy to come out to your home. We'll give you an NRCIA inspection. We'll give you a verbal and a written report if we need to for insurance about the real condition of your roof. And at the end of the day, we want to save your roof. We don't want to put a new one on for you. We want to help you with that. So after your inspection, if you qualify, which 80–90% of asphalt shingle roofs do qualify for this product,
Okay.
we come back with our team and we actually put it on as a spray.
Okay.
Go Nano stands for
Oh, yeah, there it
yeah.
is. Right.
Oh, there
yeah.
you go. So Go Nano stands for Go Nanotechnology, or more importantly, Go Nanoparticle. So nanoparticles are 30,000 times smaller than a hair follicle. So once it is applied to your roof, in the first 24 hours, those particles find their way to the middle of the tile, and over the next 7 days, there's a molecular transaction that is a binding chemical process that binds all the molecules in that tile together, plus binds tile to tile. It stops the aging process of your asphalt shingle immediately. It stops granule loss immediately, reflects UV rays. It makes your roof 100% hydrophobic. Even a new asphalt shingle will actually absorb water, and that's why we get the bake sale going out here in Arizona every day. It is also UL 790 fire rated. It is ASTM, which is a great winds resistant, which is perfect for our monsoon seasons, and it's also hail resistant as well.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. That sounds pretty impressive. So I'm curious, like if my insurance sends me one of those notes says you need a new roof, but I work with you, will they accept that as?
We're working with insurance companies every single day.
Okay.
We're testing with them every single day
Okay.
because there is nothing out there right now that works like this product. This is
Yeah.
This is backed by science, and it is patented product.
Okay.
And insurance companies are really, really starting to love us very much because
Well, 'cause it's a money saving
Right.
thing
Yeah.
because
well, what the insurance companies are doing is they're putting everybody, like it started in Florida, right? And then we had Hilton and Moline last year, right? So what happened is with these aging roofs, the State Farm decided to say, hey, you have an older roof. We're no longer going to insure that roof on your homeowner's policy. We will, however, move it to a different policy, but that now your
Okay.
deductible becomes 2% of the value of your home. So if you have a $400,000 home, your now roof deductible is $8,000.
Yeah. Okay.
And then once they come in, and an insurance company comes in with an older roof, they're going to prorate it. They're going to give you a small little check. So at that time, you might as well be self-insuring,
Yeah.
right? I mean, why continue to pay those premiums?
Yeah.
With what we're trying to do when we're saving roofs is saying, hey, there's no need to let your customers, have them go out and spend a gob of money that they don't have today.
Right.
On a new roof, and we can help them at least give them another 5 years, right? Keep them on their policy, and that is what, if we're saving your roof. Our mainstay product is called Go Nano Shingle Saver. That is what is recommended for a brand new roof that has been put on, because once you put that on, it is 100% hail impact resistant. It will actually, the insurance agents will sleep very well at night during storms across the valley.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we got going on here?
I know. What's the quiz part of this?
Well, this is very simple. So we're going to show you exactly how the product works,
Okay.
and it's just a nice little visual. So this was treated about a year ago when we redid some underlayment on a home. Obviously, this is not an asphalt shingle. This is a clay tile roof here. So this is 50-year-old tile, and one of these has been treated, and one of these sides have not been treated. So just point to one that you think has been treated and one that has not been treated. And
I'll say that one.
you think this one right here has been treated?
Sure.
Okay, let's just go with that.
What do you think? Pick the other one. I mean, that at least one of us will be right.
Well, I mean, we'll find out here in a sec.
Who gets to wear the feather boa?
So
That's
here's what
all
we're
I
going to
wanna
do.
know.
We're just going to pour this on here. Okay, just a little bit of water. All right, you'll see right there the water. You picked the wrong one.
I
Mark.
did because it's soaking in. Wow.
Yeah, so that one completely soaks into the tile. If I had a nice little bucket here, you would see that whole tile would absorb that water. Water's bad when it comes to asphalt shingles, absorbing into the shingle. This one right here, will actually completely 100% hydrophobic. Will just roll right off.
Oh,
the shingle.
wow. It doesn't soak in at all.
It does not soak in at all. It protects. We also have other products that follow this same line of thinking. We have Concrete Saver. We also have Wood Saver. And,
oh, wow.
And we have other products. So that's that's made it 100% hydrophobic. So water is the worst thing for anything that's concrete. Water is the worst thing that can go into your, if you're up north, you're in the Flagstaff area, you have 50 freeze-thaw cycles every year. That is just simply the water gets in, the snow gets into your, saturates those, and then it freezes, thaws, which is causing it's demolishing your asphalt shingle.
Wow. Are you working with like apartment complexes and condos and stuff
We
like
are.
that? Yeah, yeah.
So I also, one of my previous employments, I should say, and I still am in the business a little bit, is I was in commercial real estate sales for, I helped investors either acquire or dispose of their single-family rental or multifamily properties across the country. And so one of the number one expense line on their capital expense budgets is the roof. And so we're working right now, I can't say the name of the place we're working with right now, but it's one of the largest property management companies in the state. It's down in Tempe. They have 15 buildings. They're set to do a full re-roof on all of them, which would cost them about $1 million. So what we like to do is say soften the blow. How can we help soften the blow? If we can give you a full 10 years of protection on here, and instead of doing all those roofs at one time, just doing them a couple every year, because you're going to remain protected, and then we can lengthen that out so you can actually use that money for other things for your residents and other things that need to be fixed.
No, that's smart. Yeah, I was thinking about my in-laws have a condo up in Flagstaff, and I was thinking about their roof. And
Absolutely. Well, we would love to talk to them. Again, all they have to go. The easiest way to get a hold of us is actually wesaveroofs.com. So if HomeLyfe.net is too hard to remember, the best thing to do is right there. I'm over here. Yeah, wesaveroofs.com. Or you can call us at 480-569-5753. We're happy to set up a complimentary roof inspection and put a plan together that works for you and your home and your family and your budget.
That's beautiful, and it's timely. I mean, just given the storms that we had, monsoon season is among us. So this is a great time to reach out to Tim and reach out to HomeLyfe and wesaveroofs.com and find out what your options are, because surprise, you have options.
And take advantage of this free complimentary roof inspection by our professionals, because I tell you, one thing we see all the time is people move here for a reason. We live in the Valley of the Sun because it rains less than 60 days out of the year. But our Arizona sun is doing a lot of damage to your roof. And, you get your oil changed in your car twice a year. You go to the dentist twice a year. Why aren't you having us come out and just take a look at your roof twice a year to make sure that your most valuable asset is protected?
You have been called out. Tim is calling you out in love to take care of your roof.
Yes,
exactly.
Absolutely.
I love it. Well, thank you so much. This was actually a really cool demo, so thank you for showing us that. And so awesome to learn that this exists, because I was not aware. And we hope that some of y'all who are in need of repairs or care on your roof, that you'll reach out. And thank you so much. This is so cool.
Yep, you're absolutely welcome. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
I feel like a cough in my throat right as I'm about to talk. Hold on. We're going to do it, though. We're going to do it. Okay. So we are doing Family Fun Day today is what we're talking about for things to do. So there's a couple of things you and I probably won't check out since we don't have children's. But, these are some family fun activities that you could enjoy for all ages. So, El Zariba.
Well done.
Thank you. Marshall just taught me how to say that properly. So it's the Shriners Corn Fez Arts and Crafts Show. Yep, you heard that correctly.
Is it all art made out of corn?
I don't know.
Because there's the Corn Palace in
South Dakota.
No,
so it's a corn theme, basically. So it's a arts and crafts fair. They're going to have local vendors, handcrafted goods, but they're going to have corn dogs, popcorn, all things corn.
All things corn.
Yeah, if it's made of corn, it's going to be there to eat or probably
it sounds
for
like it might be
crafting.
kind of corny.
It does. Actually, I feel like I would really enjoy it. I love good corn on the cob.
Indeed. Slathered in lots of butter and salt and pepper.
I know. So that's a fun one. This one is your favorite, Marshall. The Great Arizona Puppet Theater.
Oh, yeah. I was like, okay, kind of scared.
Classic story, The Little Engine That Could, is happening at the Great Arizona Puppet Theater. And, you know, it's running basically through August 31st, so you got just a little bit of time to go check it out. And prices do vary based on performance, but there's such cool puppets there. It's a fun space.
I think I can.
And that's actually my book recommendation for you this week, too. Go ahead and read Little Legend That Could before you take your little one to the puppet show so they can experience the story in life. I think that would be super fun.
And then, sharing a book is always important, so a great thing to do.
It really is,
Even if it's just adult to adult. Because that's just a good message. I think I can.
There was a show, though, with the train, right? Casey...
Well, there was well, I mean, it's like Thomas.
Yeah.
Right. Thomas the Engine. Right, no, because Casey was the steam shovel children's book.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking of Thomas, yeah.
Yeah, Thomas the Tank.
We've also got a fun kind of family trip that you could take to Tucson and go visit Mission Garden out in Tucson. So this is a living agriculture museum. It has heritage gardens, desert adapted food plants, guided tours, and it also has a children's bookworm path, which is an activity trail for them. They are kind of open, you know, different hours throughout the week, so you're going to want to go ahead and check their website to see what their availability is. But honestly, what's cool about this place is it's free. It's free to go.
Oh, wow.
They, you know, would love for you to donate like $5 if you can, but it is a free activity. And one of the things that's kind of cool about it is they actually have a workshop. You can plan this out for your visit when they're doing this. They have a kid-friendly seed to plant activity, or with our corn theme, a do-it-yourself corn art craft inspired by Corn Fest. So I think it's just really kind of a cool thing to bring your kids out to see sort of, again, this agricultural living farm, see kind of desert adapted food.
And they get to kind of be farmers.
They do.
I mean, from seed to plant, there you go.
And then if you want, you can also stop at the Arizona Sonora Desert Museum for a full day out in Tucson of kind of appreciating, you know, that whole vibe. So you can really have a fun-filled day with the family out in Tucson.
Indeed.
Yeah. And if you go, I would love to see some photos. Please share them with us on Instagram at On The Morning Show. I've actually never been to the Mission Garden. Have you been to the Mission Garden in Tucson?
No, but I have been to Moon Valley, which is this like late 20s fairy garden.
Is that what it's called?
I think it's Moon Valley.
I know what you're talking about.
And it's like in October they do this. It's like where like they get a group of youth together and they have this whole story about this they had to go through when you have to overcome the badness for the light to shine and everything. It was really cute and a lot of fun.
That's cool. Yeah. Shoot, I know what you're talking about. There's so many cool things in Tucson, honestly, to discover and do, and yeah, it's just a really cool location. Valley of the Moon. I was like, Moon Valley Nurseries? Because that's the chain.
That's what I always think of, and I'm like, it's so close, but I know I always Google that and it comes up.
Valley of the Moon. Yeah. Okay. I want to check that out for sure. I'd love to see that.
It's so much fun.
If you have other activities that you know of that you'd like to share for kids coming up, we're kind of rounding out August, so maybe some events coming up in September. Let us know. You can shoot us an email at hello@onthemorningshow.com. I'd love to share your picks and suggestions.
What if it's on Instagram?
You can also, you can DM us on Instagram at on the morning show. But yeah, we like I said, these are things that me and one of our interns, Dylan, we kind of cull through, try to find some of the best stuff for you. But if you've got stuff that you want to share that you think is really cool, we would love to chat about that. So let us know. Until then, keep it right here. We've got more good stuff coming.
And welcome back to the morning show. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're here at the fabulous Arizona Center. And I am so excited to have this next guest on. This is Tisha. Hi.
Hi.
So I just joined the Women 360, a really wonderful membership for women. And Tisha and I actually just spoke on a panel.
Yeah, just last night.
Just last night. I know, long time no see.
I was like, I'm going to see you tomorrow.
Yeah. So you have a company called Our Merch Page, which I love that you're wearing your own.
Always branded.
Yeah,
always branded.
So smart. But share a little bit about who you are, what you do.
Sure. So I am Tisha, and I've been a serial entrepreneur since 2004, and this is like my last venture. This is like, okay, this is the business. So this is the 6th business that I've started.
Wow.
And our merch page really, I think, started more as a failed attempt at working with business to consumers under a different brand, until my partner and I are like, this isn't it. This isn't the model. We need to pivot. We need to figure out what the need is, which is essential in business, is figure out what your customers really want. And we started having more business owners come to us and say, I could really use merch, but I don't want to have all of the inventory, all the headache, all the storage, all of these things that we need to do in order to make this happen. And so it really was just one of those light bulb moments where we're like, you know what, we could really do this for you.
We might be talking to you soon,
Yeah.
because one of the things we've been talking about for a while now is doing sort of a curated marketplace as part of the morning show. And yeah, those are all the same problems. Like we're like, I don't want to like have a bunch of merch, and I don't, I was like, I don't know how to do this, but yeah.
Yeah, I love that this is a more sustainable option for business owners. So not just business owners, but nonprofits, schools, churches. Think about all of these organizations that are like, we're going to order all this in bulk, and we hope and pray that people buy it. And we're like, okay, but they didn't buy it, and so you have to now put that in your closet somewhere, store it, haul it to the farmers markets or to your events, when really there's a more, an alternative solution for them to just purchase it, get it shipped directly to them. They're happy, you're still making the profit.
Yeah.
And you don't have to deal with all of the headache.
Yeah. And I think you brought up last night, a lot of people, when they get merch, it's kind of the standard, like, black t-shirt, white t-shirt. And I was just doing it with these tote bags I was looking at. It was like, black or white, guys, which one do you want? And you kind of have a lot more options for people to work with. Can you talk about that?
Sure. Well, that was the one thing. And so I have these shirts I was wearing yesterday, like an options, darling options. But I love the one that my partner created that says, because you're not basic.
I do.
And it's got her branding on the back, and I want her to create one that says size matters. So does options, colors, all the things. Because what we're finding is we're starting this, and this business just started in April, so we're very new.
You are very new.
We are very new at it.
Congratulations.
Yes, but the growth has been amazing. We keep getting a lot of referrals and word of mouth, and just from being in business for the past 21 years, people are like, what are you doing now? How can I help you? How can you help me? How can I tell people about this? So we're really having a lot of great conversations from folks. But when we put the shirts up, the nice thing is, all of these suppliers that we're working with, they're all US-based suppliers. They have multitudes of colors. Like I'm talking like 50, 60 colors. So my partner Ginger is looking at, well, what are the great colors that we could put your design on? And then we just have it. It does nothing more for us if we add another shirt color. The other thing is that people are so in tune to just, I offer small to extra large. I'm like, well, what if somebody wants an extra, extra large? What if someone wants, a bigger size? And you don't have that. So I'm always trying to educate business owners that you are leaving money on the table if you do not have another solution for them. Because they would gladly buy it, they would gladly support you, but you didn't give them any kind of options. So to be able to offer it in all of these different colors and all of these different sizes and all of these different styles, like there was one gal that said, I don't really like crew neck tees, I like V-necks. Or I would prefer a tank top right now because it's so hot here.
Dude, I know.
But you're giving me this long sleeve shirt. It's like, exactly. So how can we take your design and put it on different things and let people choose what they want. Like, we want to be able to have an option. And sometimes if I'm just sitting at a table and there's all black shirts and I'm like, ugh, it's not really what, I don't need another black shirt.
Well, I think it's, you know, when you're branding something, you know, you're trying to be thoughtful and you're trying to be intentional. And so, you know, for us, we have a lot of pinks and yellows and oranges. Right. And so, yeah, in my mind, like when I went to go look at the tote bags, I was like, oh, it'd be really cute with our yellow little sun on a pink tote bag.
Right.
And I was like, oh, they don't have, I can't even. Like, you know, and it makes you feel sort of like, well, this doesn't feel in alignment with how intentional I want to be about how we're presenting ourselves, you know, because we're really fun. We have a lot of color.
I can tell. I mean, look at this.
Well, and pretty much it's like, and no matter what you have, someone always says, well, you know, could I get that in this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, no, because I have this.
Right.
So
great story. So this tank right here, it's a selfie care shirt. So when I see it, it says, I am more than enough in the mirror, right? It's a message to myself. Well, I put it up on Instagram, and Jackie, who's also in the Women 360, was like, my color is purple. I would love it in purple. And I'm like, we can make that happen for you. And it was so easy to go back into the site, add the color purple, add her sizing so she could order it. So it's very customized to her.
Yeah.
Because she's not going to wear pink, but pink is more my brand color.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying is being able to have options for people just makes it so much more seamless. They feel like you get me, you did this for me, like I'm excited, now I'm willing to go and buy that thing and support your brand.
So I'm going to ask you to put on one of your kind of marketing hats.
Sure.
We have a lot of small businesses, new businesses, people that come on the show and that watch the show. Mm-hmm. And maybe they're kind of at this point where it's like, you know, I have a little bit of money, I could get some merch, but I don't know. Like what is the value and the impact of having some merch available, or even just some branding for like your own team to wear, things like that? Like, why is that a good thing to consider?
Well, we talk about visibility so much, right?
Yeah.
Even last night we talked about that, how important it is for businesses to have visibility, and not just me wearing this shirt, but could you imagine if I have like all of these, you know, friends and fans that are like, I love your brand, I want to support your brand. So think about it as ambassadors going out and just cheering you on.
Yeah.
Like on the back of my shirt, you can't see it, but you can see it, but it says, kick me if you want a merchandise marketing solution. It's kind of like, you know, back in the 80s where you slapped a sticker on someone's shirt and things like that. I mean, we don't do that now, but I love that because so many people have said, wait, I don't want to kick you, but can I just tap you on the shoulder and ask what that is?
Yeah.
So this shirt really is more of a marketing tool for me to use when I'm out. That's why I told my partner Ginger, I said, I would love my uniform just to be our shirts with like cheeky, sassy sayings.
Totally.
Because people are like, I love it.
Yeah.
What do you do? Like, it's such a great conversation starter. So when we're representing Nike and not our brand, people don't have that angst to just like ask you, hey, can I ask you about your business? Or hey, you have this cool eye on your shirt.
Yeah.
Tell me what that's about.
Well, one of the coolest ones I saw, not coolest, but I just thought it was such a smart idea. So I'm on the board of the Worldwide Women's Film Festival, and this filmmaker showed up, and her shirt just said, ask me about my film. And I was like, that is so smart, you know, because it's like, touching on a couple topics, there are a lot of people that don't think of women as filmmakers or in like lead roles to be a director, and so they'll just like, oh, you must be a makeup artist, or oh, you must be this or that.
Assumption.
Yeah, and so when you've got a shirt that says ask me about my film, like, one, that's an invitation.
Sure.
And two, that's a statement of like, I made a film. Like, I made a freaking film, you know? And so I think it's creative uses like that.
Right.
That can be really powerful out in the real world, and I think that's really cool that you're making this available for folks. So can you show some of the fun options you brought today?
Well, like I said, this is the shirt, the tank top that we did, and this is part of my branding too. The TM is me, of course, with my other company, Tisha Marie Enterprises. But I love that I'm like, I work out a lot. I want to wear a tank like this, and then it's available in a lot of different colors. We also did an embroidered hat as well, because this is my brand, authentic with a touch of badass. And I love that it's embroidered. We have a mug as well that is, you know, same kind of thing. This is my favorite. I do a lot of talks in my car, a lot of life lessons, and so we made this fresh perspective.
Say the name of it, because people were so excited about it.
It's Lessons in My Lexus.
Yeah.
And it really is more of a legacy to leave behind for my kiddos so they can always watch, hey, this is what mom said, and these are the stories she had, and here are the lessons that she learned. But my partner just came up with this cute idea to do an air freshener that says fresh ride, fresh perspectives, lessons in my Lexus.
Oh, cute.
So this is such a fun gift. I've actually gifted these to people who always comment on my car talk, my little series, just to say, hey, thanks, you're always, you know, commenting on this. I just wanted you to have something to remember me by. So they're great gifts.
She was like, people come track me down in like Target.
Oh, yeah,
like,
Panera and Glendale. I'm like, I live in Gilbert, but okay.
That's really cool.
This is something that I love. So not just merch for you, but think about gifts that you might give to people.
Right.
So we did one for another event we were at for teachers, and it said teacher fuel, and it had a fun little saying when you opened it. But because I'm a decaf drinker, I stopped drinking caffeine. She made this one especially for me, and I just love it. It says, Tisha drinks decaf because the world's not ready for her on full power. And, you know, it's got like, you know, this whole vintage look. And so it's definitely something that people aren't going to throw the box away if it's branded, especially for you.
Right.
And we can do a lot of customization too. So it just helps to have some gifts. The other thing I want to share is we are not a business is going to say, all right, Melissa, you need to buy 500 of these in order to get a good discount. So we're saying, hey, if you just want to buy one, buy one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it just makes it nice to not have so many minimums and restrictions and, okay, I can only get it in this color because I have to order it in bulk and now I have to sit on these. And I've just heard so many of those stories.
And then you're back to the black t-shirt.
You are.
I know.
You are. So, you know, we're working with a church right now and they have a local supplier that's running some of their shirts. But again, I said, why don't you just have an alternative solution? So we're seeing women buying the shirts from us because, again, they ran out. They didn't have the size. They didn't want the white color t-shirt. They wanted the yellow shirt.
Yeah.
And so it's nice to say, hey, I'm still making income from this solution and still being able to please these customers.
So I'm curious, do you do consulting too, in the sense of like if somebody comes to you and they're like, I want a t-shirt and I want it to be clever, like what you all have come up with, will you help them?
Oh, absolutely. So
Okay.
we really consider ourselves a marketing boutique.
Okay.
And then we have this as another product. So we really are a service for business owners. We're not just, hey, we're the retail store. We're not that. We don't have a big warehouse. I'm not running the printing presses.
You're not?
I'm not. Like, I know a gal asked me, she's like, so where is your shop and how do you make the shirts? I'm like, I don't make the shirts. Like, this is the beautiful thing about being smarter. We talked about like being smarter and delegating and just working on your strengths. But I love that we can just help a business owner who's like, I don't have any ideas. I know I want this, but can you help me? I just have a logo. And my partner, who is an artist, she loves that. She loves jumping in the creative seat with you and saying, you know what, I'm thinking this for your shirt. And she will come back with multiple concepts and you are just like, all right, that's the one.
See, I love that. I think that's what I think is so neat because like I'm looking at your stuff and even your branding and it's just so smart and clever and whimsical and like all of these things. And there's a lot of people that want something like this but might not be able to generate those ideas themselves.
Right. So this is
This
just
is
fun.
really cute.
Exactly.
I love this. This officially summertime beach towel.
Super cute.
And here's the thing is, it's not something available at Walmart or Target.
Right.
So you're going to walk out with that and, you know, that's a unique product that you've designed, like that you wanted to create. We did one for grad students that said like 1 degree hotter, and it was so cute. It was like beach theme.
Really cute.
She is such a creative genius. I'm like, you're my genius, you know. And it just helps when we're wanting to be creative with someone, pull their brand out, grab that visibility, spread the word. So we do a lot of the social media content reels for the products and such, and we just have such a great time. So we really are full service. We're not just going to take one piece of it and say, well, now you need to have a Shopify, now you need to have a developer, now you need to do this. Like, we are taking care of all of those things for you, including customer service. So if the shirt's printed wrong, I will be the first one to go fix it.
Yeah.
You know, so you were just like, all right, nope, our merch page has got us. That's why we named the company our merch page, because it rolls off the tongue of, oh, you can find it on our merch page.
Merch page, yeah.
Right. And so we really want to be full service and partners with our customers.
Well, as someone who loves local businesses and just loves the spirit and all the work that they have to do to create something that's special for them, I just think you're such an asset and a great resource that's available. So we hope that you'll reach out. where can people find out more about our merch page? I was going to say your merch page, but our merch page.
So our merch page, you can go to our website. It's simply ourmerchpage.com. Very, very simple. I also do quite a bit of business consulting. Remember, 6 businesses.
I know, yeah.
So I have a big heart for startups, for people who are just getting started in business, or for businesses who are like, I'm just stuck. What can you help me with? And I love this because people need to think of it too as it is an income generator. It is building a passive income stream, especially if you're out on social and you're always saying, hey, here's my new merch that just dropped. Come support it. I would say for nonprofits especially, who are always looking for fundraising opportunities, someone would gladly give a donation and get a shirt and be able to support that and support you.
Yeah, love that. All great ideas. And you just said she's got a big heart and she would love to talk with you about what you can do to level up your business. And we're just so grateful that you came on today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.